Hi guys. Well, dag nabbit, it's nearly spring. Coming out and I'm seeing green everywhere popping up. We just had lows in the 20s just 2 days ago. In fact, last night it was like 30. And yet, Yopond's budding out. All the trees are budding. It's going to be green in spring real quick. And I know a lot of people are looking forward to that, especially after this recent cold snap we had. But for me, the winter is the time that I enjoy getting out. It's hunting season. It's time to be out in the woods. It's time to explore. You don't have the problem with the snakes so bad and the mosquitoes and the bugs and blah, blah, blah down here in my deep south. So it was always my favorite time was fall and winter. And then early spring will hit and you go from beautiful, nice, crisp mornings to boom, it's 80 degrees and you're sweating just walking to the car. We don't get a lot of fall or spring down here in the south. It's summer or winter. And so I kind of miss that part of it. But what I want to talk to you today about is the transition. All right, we're coming up on spring. So let's look at what you need to be aware of for spring. Now this is going to vary by where you're at, but here in my deep south, it's such a transition. You'll go from cool to hot almost overnight. We joke down here in the south that we go from heater to air conditioner in one day, and then in the winter we'll go from running the air conditioner in the morning to running the heater that night, and then we run it for the next 6 weeks, and then winter's over. And that's pretty much true. Your bug out bags that you've got in your vehicle, is it about time for you to do the transition? Mine will come in March, where I will transition from the winter set, which has the thermal underwear, the heavy clothing, the big heavy sweaters, the woolly pulley, and the big old Arctic sleeping bag, down sleeping bag, and I'll transition it to more summer type wear so that if I break down or whatever, I'll have adequate clothing for the environment. It's also when I rotate the foodstuffs. So every 6 months they rotate to make sure that I've got good water, good food, ready to go in my 72-hour bag. That should also be reflected in your haversack and rucksack. What do you carry in the winter? I carry hot chocolate, I carry tea for something I can make on the side. Now, I live down here in the south where pines are anywhere. So pine tea is available year round to me. Hot chocolate is a great way to warm up and kind of fortify you a little bit on them cold days. I can very quickly create a fire and very quickly heat it up. On the side of my grill, I've got a cooking pot and lid, and in my haversack I've got, I think, 3 hot chocolates right now. But when I make the transition over to summer, that will go into instant Gatorade packets because I probably need those electrolytes and things like that if I get to sweating too heavily. Especially because of the transition. Right now I'm acclimated to cold. It takes me probably 2 weeks to truly acclimate down here in my south, but right now I've acclimated to the cold. And so I'm coming out in the mornings going to work sometimes and it's 22 degrees. And I know it's cold, but I'm not shivering or anything like that. Very rapidly here in a matter of just a week or 2 or 3 weeks at the most, definitely by the middle of March, I'll have days in the 80s popping up, nights in the 60s. I'll be sweating like a pig. So I need to be carrying electrolytes and things like that to have that available. Well, what am I going to be carrying for food in the haversack? Can't be chocolate, it'll melt. So it has to be some other hard candy or something like that if I'm going to need a sugar boost. Or whatever else I determine to carry, I need to be able to adjust it. Your gear and the seasons should rotate in a logical circle. Now, at home, I've got a couple of big old tubs. And in that tub is labeled summer and the other one's labeled winter. And I've got my big heavy winter sweaters, my woolly pulleys, long underwear, things like that are in the winter one. And my summer one has my really thin cotton things that I wear, the stuff I wear when I'm camping during the summer, for the heat. I have shorts in there, big old cargo shorts. I've got a utility kilt in there. I've wore a kilt many times. I won't frighten you with that out here. But I wear what is comfortable being in the woods in the proper season. And by keeping them all grouped together in the tubs, I eliminate a lot of problems. Because, again, our weather changes so radically down here in the South. I have seen it 65 or 70 degrees today, and it's going to be 20 degrees tonight. And I've got to be up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Well, I'm going to need some long underwear. Where'd you put it? How many of you husbands say, honey, where's the long underwear? Where's my winter coat? Where's my... And you can't find the dang thing. Now, there's the things I wear in my everyday life. And then there's the things I wear in woodscraft, like these shirts you see on me all the time. These Carhartt type pants I pick up. They're good, they're rugged, and they're reliable. You see a lot of military surplus stuff on me because it's cheap, it's affordable, and it's usually very durable. And when I see it in the laundry, what does that tell you? That's a bushcraft shirt. That's a woodscraft pair of pants. That's my woodscraft sweater. Because I'm wearing them camping. They're going to get dirty. They're going to get nasty. I'm going to be around cooking fires, things like that. They're going to get sooty. That's the reason when they're washed and the wife brings in the laundry and sits on the bed, I take care of my own laundry. Then I'll divide it out and go put it in the right box. Because that way I can find it. Your heavy socks, your toboggan, what do you sleep with in the winter? Those things. And by grouping them together and organizing your stuff, especially as the seasons change, it makes it far easier this fall when you're all excited about going camping or hunting with your buddies because it's not 100 degrees anymore and you can't find what you need. It makes it frustrating. So organize your gear as best you can. That's my little 2 cents worth. Well, I think I'm going to stretch out and take a nap. I've been taking a little hike. I came out today to do a couple of videos for you, and if you noticed, I'm wearing my thigh version of my Blackbird haversack. Even sitting here in the hammock, I've got it on me. And I'm going to be able to lay down in this hammock and take a nap with it hooked to me here in just a second. Because I can. Making sure I ain't getting in a briar. Just like that. No problem. So it can stay hooked to me while I'm traveling. And when I stop and go to eat, I don't have to automatically take it off. If I was going to be taking as done for the day, yeah, it's coming off. But these short little hops don't hurt a thing. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed it. Any questions or comments, please leave below. And do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe and share button, please. Thank you very much for your time. And until next time, I'm Blackie wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.